Are you struggling trying to decide between a meal and a pair of decent IEMs? Well, this video might help you out because today I'm looking at the CCZ Coffee Bean. Let's get it. What's cracking, audio fans? It's David here from Prime Audio Reviews. So I'm here with the CCZ Coffee Bean. Now this is a ultra budget IEM. It comes in at around $15 US and it's a single dynamic driver unit, and that's the box. Now let's have a look at the IEM itself, and true to the name, it's brown. It's kind of coffee colored. There's another color as well. I think it's black, but I kind of dig the brown. There's very few brown IEMs floating around, so if you've been looking for something in a shade of brown, then this might be your lucky day. But before I get further into the CCZ Coffee Bean IEM, I just want to say we're getting towards the end of the year. It's almost Christmas. It's been another tough year. It's also been a pretty good year, but I just want to say thanks to my fans, thanks to the subscribers. You know, you keep me going. These reviews take up a lot of my time and energy. They put quite a lot of strain on my real paying job, and they put some strain on my relationship at home and my family life as well. But yeah, we're steadily growing, so I think I'll probably start a Patreon thing soon. Just thinking about it anyway, and because I'd like to start to focus more on the channel here and put a bit more time and energy into the channel and the videos. But anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys for all your support throughout 2021. And now let's talk about the coffee bean here. So it starts with this pretty ordinary shell. Like we've seen a few shells like this in the ultra budget realm, such as the KB KS1 and the CVJ CSA. You've also got your KZ ZST Pro X, etc. But this shell here has a little bit of a difference. It's got these little kind of silicone wings on the back of the shell. So the shell itself is shaped like the average pseudo custom acrylic shell, but it's just got this bit of a silicone on it. And what that does, it just makes the fit feel a bit more stable and secure in your ear, and I find it works really well. But apart from that, it's a pretty standard shell. You got your transparent acrylic housing, so you can see the driver inside. You've got your aluminium nozzle there, and the one thing that really surprised me with these is I'm actually able to use the stock tips. Holy shit, I can hardly still believe it now. I can actually use the stock tips because they're big enough, and them combined with the shape of the IEM, it just gives me a great fit and a great seal. So wow, right off the bat, things are looking all right. But anyway, I guess I should talk about comfort real quick. And yeah, I find these super comfortable. Actually, these are one of the most comfortable I've tested in a while. Maybe even better than the KB KS1. Probably a little bit better than the CVJ CSA as well. So yeah, really great, nice, stable fit with these. I love it. But let's move on to the sound real quick. I'm going to try and keep this video a little bit shorter this time because I've already rambled on a bit. But basically, the CCZ Coffee Bean here has a warm V-shaped sound signature. It's kind of a bit of a bass head IEM, I would say. It's got some pretty kick-ass bass. Very similar indeed to the KS1. I'll throw up the graph for that in a minute. But right now, let's look at the graph for the Coffee Bean here. And you can see it's got the V shape, it's got the elevated bass on the left side. It's got a pretty forward treble on the right, but the treble is super smooth. It's a very airy treble. And one thing that really surprised me about this, I guess similar to the KS1 again, is the detail retrieval. Really good detail retrieval. I mean, this little budget bass head IEM can pick up some micro details that much more expensive IEMs fail to notice, and that's really saying something. But it's just a very musical, it's a very groovy, rhythmic IEM. And did I mention the price? It's like $15. I pay more than that for a Saturday lunch if I go to the shopping center. You know what I'm saying? So $15, you get this warm sound. It is warm and it's kind of rich, but it's not thick at all. It doesn't sound muddy. It does lose a bit of composure, obviously, on bass heavy recordings or tracks, because it's got a pretty huge bass and there is some bass bleeding into the mids, etc. But you get these beautiful, warm, rich mids that still have good clarity. It's mainly due to the treble. I think the treble tuning on this IEM is really, really nicely done. It doesn't sparkle as such, but this, like I said, it's got plenty of detail. It's really airy, and that, while I think of it, the sound stage on this IEM is just ridiculous. It's ridiculously good for such a warm sound signature IEM. I think that is one thing that sets it apart from the KB Ear KS1. It's got a fantastic sound stage for such a bass, for an IEM with such emphasis on the bass. It's wide, the imaging is quite good. It's also got good forward depth in the sound stage. I don't know what they've done, how they've done it. They claim that these ear tips are patented, by the way, and they claim that this ear tip design, which has got a kind of a short bore and this little funny thing at the top here, they claim that improves the soundstage, and I'm willing to believe it, man, because boy oh boy, very impressive. But look, like I said, I'm going to keep this one pretty short. I've already kind of compared it to the KS1 here. In terms of frequency response, these are very, very similar. They're almost identical when you look at the graph, but I think the Coffee Bean has got a better soundstage, possibly a little bit better detail retrieval as well, and it just sounds a little bit more open and airy. However, the KS1, excuse me, the KS1 is still an excellent IEM, and it's at the moment it's even a couple of dollars cheaper. It's like $13 for this one. Coffee Bean $15, and then we've got the CVJ CSA, which is like $19 or $20, I think. And this one varies a little bit more in sound. This one has slightly less emphasis on the bass, and it's got a more forward mid-range. So it's a very, very vocal forward, really, really upfront mid-range on this one. But as a result, it doesn't sound quite as dynamic. It doesn't have as large a sound stage, but, well, it comes very close because, like I said, you've got slightly less bass going on. Those forward mids, it's also got a fairly forward and lively but very smooth treble as well. So just for your reference, I'll throw up that graph here as well. I don't want to get too far into the comparisons. I've had a huge week, I've had a huge month, and I'm just exhausted. I wanted to get this video out today, a few days before Christmas. I've had heaps of people asking me about the CCA, what is it, the CRA? And that's lost in the mail somewhere. I guess it'll turn up eventually. But I think that's around the same price as this one. But I tell you what, man, I've been really enjoying this IEM for the last few days. I've been using it exclusively for hours a day, really having a good time with it. If you're looking for something neutral, just start running now because it's far from neutral. Like I said, it's V-shaped. It's got a pumped up bass. I guess I could safely call it a bass head IEM at this point. But man, it performs so well. It does have a huge bass, but at the same time, the mid-range, although slightly recessed, it's nothing to be shy about. It's a great, very clear mid-range. It's just very engaging. And the treble is, it's a work of art, really. It just sounds fantastic overall. And yeah, do I recommend this one? Absolutely. For $15, are you kidding me? Like, it's half the price of the KZ CRN. The CRN has got a totally different sound signature, and if you're looking for something neutral, go for that one. But if you're looking for something that's really warm and very musical and extremely non-fatiguing and smooth, yet detailed at the same time, can't recommend this one enough. So I'm going to wrap it up there, guys. That is the CCZ Coffee Bean IEM. Funny name, cool color, great sound. And so thanks for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, Parfam audiophile style. And if you are new to the channel and you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, see you later.